King Kong ain't got shit on
me. Yeah, let's go. Oh, man. Getting quicker, getting these incense lit. New lighter. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Gotta spread this ambiance around real quick. Got an opportunity to learn something new today. Well, every day is an opportunity to learn something new, right? But I make these videos. First off, appreciate y'all showing up for another smoke break. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely smoking today. Got me some bubblegum cake, so I'm gonna smoke on that. But oftentimes I sit and think as I make these videos, hope y'all watch them and check them out, enjoy them, get something from them, whatever the case may be. Sometimes it crosses my mind, like, we don't really be knowing like the people that I would be talking about as well as we think we do, right? Like with this whole Travis Scott thing, like I think it was common knowledge for the most part that he's not a writer of lyrics. He's more like give me the pieces and I'll put the pieces together and make something out of it, but he's not going to specifically create one of the pieces. It's like he take all these pieces that are already kind of complete, meld them together, make them work together. There's the song. It sounds like that's his way of creation. With me being somebody who had checked out on music for a little while because it just got whack, repetitive. I don't know a lot of, I don't know a lot of like Travis Scott history on his upcoming, like I don't know his Rayvon story. Like I got to watch Rayvon come up, get paused. Well, we all got paused by COVID, get paused, and then like he kind of got to like start. He had to start from square one last year or the year before. So anytime I get a chance to check out something that gives me some insight on somebody, I always enjoy it. So I'm watching The Bigger Picture. They were talking about the Travis Scott, Pusha T situation and how it came to be and what have you. And DJ Hed said something interesting that I want to put y'all on to. So we're going to get this down, pull it down a little bit more so y'all can hear the audio. Get y'all switched over. While I get the screen shared with y'all, like, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff so we can keep the YouTube police outside. So while we smoking, drinking, chilling, doing what we do on the inside, we ain't got no fuss. We ain't trying to make no fuss. We just trying to smoke and kick it. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to smoke and kick it. But I appreciate it if y'all can go and take care of that for me. Don't cost you nothing. So this is DJ Hed on The Bigger Picture with Jeremy Heck and Elliot Wilson. So let's check out it was just a cool way of looking at it. Check it out.
How old is Travis Scott?
He's gonna be too old to give this.
He doesn't care about the age. He's saying his status now puts him in a point where he's not allowed to play Switzerland or act like he's not aware or trolling or whatever. It's like
that's what I'm saying.
If he's going to be a great artist, to be a peer of these guys, he needs to stand on some measure of principles.
With you. I just don't think that. Okay, let's say it like this then. Who's teaching him this?
Well, he clearly didn't learn it from his mentor.
So who's teaching him?
His mentor was Kanye.
So who's teaching him? Right? If your mentor is
y'all see what we dealing with Kanye. So it brings up a important and valid question. I'm gonna let him land, and then we gonna get to it.
Is also aloof.
Yeah.
Who's teaching? Aloof, not a goof. I know in Canadian that's
goof man.
No, he's not a goof man. I'm saying is aloof. If your mentor is aloof, who's teaching you the lesson?
And now you're so successful, it'd be hard to really.
I mean, I get it, but you're 34 years old. You can figure out a lesson after you saw the backlash last time.
I agree with you, Hed. But you are not accounting for what. When I was telling y'all when the whole beef was happening, we gonna get to that shit too. Because shout out to Joey Badass. When that whole back and forth was happening, I was telling y'all we need to be responsible, and I took accountability.
Yeah.
Because people are not as smart as we are in certain capacities.
Yeah.
I agree with you because you are astute and you have certain awareness. You also are probably not convoluted with substances or extreme success on a global scale, right? Or in riches and all this other kind of things, right? So
not yet, Jeremy.
Not yet. One day.
So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to write him a pass. I'm just saying that if you don't know something and you don't know that you don't know and you know that you don't know it, when do you learn? By someone teaching you, or by you seeking the information,
spanking you on the motherfucking
or getting
record.
spanked, right? Now, if you get spanked enough times, we all know there's such a thing called repeat offenders.
Yes.
Those people repeat offend because the lesson hasn't been abrupt enough for them to learn. Certain people are learning lessons now, financially, career-wise, in the legal system. Right? There are people who are facing life in prison. There are people who are facing RICO charges, all kind of things. Those people are probably like, you know what? I ain't fucking with this shit no more. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Get your own, whatever. So I'm saying that maybe, I'm just hypothetically speaking, because I don't know Travis Scott and I've never spoken to him personally. I've interviewed him one time over the phone.
Did he say much?
Not really. He was at a show. But I'm just saying, if I just know how it is when I mentor people.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't know what they don't know what they don't know, and the people who do know what they don't know, they have to actively seek that information. If they don't, then how the fuck do they learn?
They get a vicious Pusha T 8 bars.
Exactly.
I agree. So
well said. At least to me, well said. That was DJ Hed. Courtesy of the bigger picture. Rest of this video will be, clipped in a pin in the description, just in case you want to check out the show. It's easy, my favorite show. If they put up a show, I'm going to get something out of it 9 times out of 10. And I usually try to bring something from that show to y'all. I want everybody it's to me, in the hip hop space, this is the best podcast. There is not one better. Period. Not even close. Not even close. Okay, I'm done with that. Now that I said that, let's talk about it. What do y'all think? If you are someone who is getting their lessons of the industry or life or whatever lesson that you need to get from someone who themselves have shown instances of not doing the right thing or showing high morals, can you expect the student to be better than the master? I guess is the question I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Did we ever expect Daniel-san to be better than Mr. Miyagi? Because that's really what we ask if you think about it. Like, when I first heard about this Pusha T, Travis Scott, rigmarole, I honestly didn't. I mean, I was more, I think initially more harsher on Travis Scott, and I was full blown Pusher shit. Just ether this dude, get him out the way, like. But hearing the way that DJ Hed put it, right? I don't know no more. Maybe our expectations of Travis Scott is too high. Think about it. He comes from the Kanye West tree. We see what we getting from that tree. It's no secret that he's not a wizard with the pen. Like, he not out here writing masterpieces. He's a creator. He likes to take different pieces of different things and put them together in his own unique way, and it's worked for him. So he's like, maybe he's like an extreme Kanye. I mean, an extreme Drake. Like he's the dark Drake. Maybe he's the dark Drake. But I had to sit here after I watched the show. I'm sitting here. I'm asking myself, if Kanye West ain't got his you know what together, and Travis Scott is his pupil, right? How? Oh, excuse me. How in my right mind can I expect Travis Scott to show integrity in situations like this and not be backdooring people, not once but twice? If he did it once, excuse me, I'm sneezing. I got the window open. My allergies killing me. Anywho, think about the first time he did it and it was a success. Maybe if the first time was a failure, he would like, nah, it didn't even equate to nothing. Excuse me, again, sorry. And he did it again. It was a success again. So you watch this man get not one but two wins, kind of sort of off the backs of others. Excuse me. So I can't really blame Pusha T for just saying, okay, I'm gonna take it as my job to get this dude up out of here for all of us, because he gonna backdoor somebody else next, and I don't want it to be me, and I'm tired of dealing with dude. So since y'all won't get rid of him, and I was quiet for a while, I got him. I'll catch that fade with, don't worry about it. Because when I listen to Pusha T, right, more so the interview, believe it or not, than the song, so be it. If you listen to the way he talks, it's like a frustration of how while y'all was out here, y'all outside, y'all active, whoop-de-whoop whoop, none of y'all took care of this dude, got him up out of here. He backdooring us. Nobody else? No, oh, y'all ain't got no problem with him, huh? Bet. That's your man's? I got him. And that's what happened. It seemed like that's what ended up happening. Like, all right, since we about to come back and do this thing, I'm gonna take care of some old laundry. It stink. I forgot to wash it. A while ago. He finally got to them a nasty pair of drawers at the bottom of the hamper. They've been down there a little while. They're a little ripe. They're a little ripe. So he doing the laundry and gonna get Travis up out of here because nobody else did it. And then he didn't do it initially. Which I feel some type of way about that too. As far as the Pusha T part, man, look, you don't wait to get at somebody. You feel some type of way, hey, you diss my mans, you supposed to deal with it right then and there. I ain't never heard of saving no fade though. We gonna be fair around here. We gonna keep it 100. We talk about people in the streets who say, stay right here, I'll be right back. I'm about to go get my cousin or my whoop wop. This the same thing, kind of, if you think about it. You could have mollywopped this dude when it happened. You could have shot the fade then. You didn't. So I want to give just a slight bit of pushback towards Pusha T for not handling business then. I'm just saying, we gotta keep it fair. Keep it 100. I will say this, because y'all know I believe in timing and things being aligned a certain way. We are under the hip-hop administration of Kendrick Lamar. So that would this administration is more palatable to back and forths. Maybe not the industry itself, because UMG going up against old boy from Canada. They attacking YouTube channels. Mines ain't big enough to worry about, so we good over here. At least I think. So I wanted to make sure I get that little pushback on Pusha T, because real to real, just real to real. We sitting here, we smoking, we talking, we vibing. Real to real. You ain't never waited to get at nobody. If you was really about it, you dealt with it right then and there. The day I hear the song is the day I'm working on what I'm about to do to get at you. The day you came at Pharrell sideways is the day he should have been in the booth. Got you. And should have dealt with him until it was done. But with that being said, maybe he figured this is the better timing, the better climate. So I'm trying to wait it too. Y'all let me know what you think, because saving fades is crazy work. But at the same time, if he was dealing with stuff behind the scenes, I want to keep that in mind too. He was dealing with stuff behind the scenes with certain songs. We don't know if a couple of songs could have been cut, chopped, whatever the case. We don't know. If he was dealing with a lot of resistance with projects for the last, say, year or so, there could have been something that could have potentially came out to address this situation sooner, and we just couldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of angles to this whole situation. I mean, all in all, I'm still cool with, hey, if you feel strongly to where this man can look directly into a camera and say, you don't belong here. Nobody wants you here. He said it straight up. Like, and then he called you harmless as a grown man. To be referred to as harmless is crazy work. Like, nobody ever about to call me harmless. Ever. I'm like, that part baffles me. Baffles me. But let me know what y'all think, man. Is Pusha wrong for holding on to this? Should he have addressed this sooner? Also, keep in mind, there could be a possibility a record or whatever the case may be could have been pushed, canceled, whatever was going on behind the scenes. Like, if he was dealing with this with resistance, I'm trying to keep that in mind. Again, overall, I don't feel. I definitely feel it's warranted. I just got an issue with the timing. I wish we knew more about the goings on behind the scenes. Like, for sure, if something was supposed to come out to address this sooner and got chopped. Because I kind of want to automatically give him that because of who he dealing with. Like, I feel like the person or persona, because I know I'm keeping in mind we don't know Pusha T from a can of paint, but the persona of Pusha T has always been like direct, straightforward. It ain't never been no weak to it. So knowing that, plus what we've heard so far in these interviews will lead me to believe there possibly could have been something that could have addressed it sooner. Which is, again, my only issue. Just let me know what y'all thinking about this, man. Do we need to give Travis Scott some grace? Think about it. If you had to depend on Kanye West to teach you the industry, including all the fuckery that comes with it too, because there's also the nightlife and the behind the scenes, and I mean, there's a lot of aspects to this. So if you had to depend on Kanye West to teach you the industry and all the pitfalls that could come with it, do you think you would be necessarily in good hands? Because if you don't, then I guess we kind of got to get off of Travis Scott back a little bit. But then that brings up what Jeremy mentioned. At some point, you old enough to figure it out. You in your 30s. The 30s is supposed to be the part where for the most part, everything is figured out. You should be close to cruise control by 35 to 38. The 40, you just building. You ain't got to figure much of nothing out in the 40s. You shouldn't have to. You building. You just building up what you already set in motion. 50 comes, you know what I'm saying? You can start to enjoy a little bit of the fruits of your labor, but you know what I'm saying? The way the world is now, you still kind of have a little bit of grind to yourself in your 50s. You can't really take too much of your foot off the pedal until your 60s. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Trying to hold somebody that was under the guise of Kanye West might be a bit of an ask. I don't know. That's a bit like seeing the Kanye West we got now. If he was this up and down and left and right in private, like when you supposed to be under this man's tutelage, he spazzing out when he going through Kardashian thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe we gotta. Being a backdoor snake, there's no excuse for that. I'll just wrap it up this way. Being a backdoor type of snake is some kind of nasty that I can never respect. I think there is something to eventually you have to take control of your life regardless of what tutelage you may or may not be receiving. But I could, on the other side of things, understand if some bad habits were gained dealing with Kanye West. You gotta take the good with the bad. And yes, Kanye West can be a brilliant musical mind. He also batshit crazy. I suspect some of that weirdness that Kanye West be exhibiting from time to time might have oozed its way to Travis Scott, so to speak. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. There's a lot of ways of looking at this, especially if you're willing to take in Travis Scott's backstory and as far as his upbringing in the industry and who may have been factors in developing his way of conducting himself within the industry. It's something. If you're willing to look past just surface back and forth beef and really look at it, it's something. But I'm Oops Great. This is Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all coming in here for this quick little smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing and try to sort out a beef before it gets too far, or at least understand why there's a beef to begin with it all. If you could like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't do that when you came through the door on your way in, go ahead and knock that business out the way on the way out. So that way, you know what I'm saying? Again, YouTube police ain't bothering us while we kicking it. But I'm going to get this chopped up and worked on and get this in y'all hands, man, and I get at y'all.